Call me Karl. What do I do for a living? I busk. I busk for beatdowns. People pay to hit me. Or rather, I get paid to be hit, as I prefer to think of it. Okay. Fire away. A fiver and you can use your fist. A tenner for kicks.
Oh, God. Are you alright?
Damn fine, what does it look like?
And 15 if you want to use other body parts, like your knees or your elbow or even your head. I never block, and they can hit me wherever they want, except for in the nuts. I don't think I'd last very long if I allowed that. Most people go for the gut, which is quite bearable, to be honest. Some go for the head, obviously, and that can be pretty painful depending on who it is that's hitting me. They never pull their punches, and truth be told, I wouldn't expect them to. I mean, what would be the point in that? For them, that is. I get hit because people want to relieve stress or tension. People picture me as that person that they can't hit, for whatever reason. Maybe he's their boss, or the colleague that took credit for their idea, or the kid on the tube without manners. And maybe he's a she. But whoever he or she is, he's always me. And they always hit hard because that's the point. Letting go of the pain or stress that person caused. I don't harbour any negative feelings towards my customers. We all have those moments where we feel like we need to lash out. I provide that release. I like to imagine what each of their stories is, who or what it is they're lashing out at and why. It makes it easier to be that person or thing. If the cause is noble, it makes the blows hurt less. You might think it's strange, but I actually feel a bond with my customers, especially the regulars. You let your guard down when you throw a punch, and not just in the literal sense. People don't hide their rage when they hit me, they can't. At least, not if they want their money's worth. I see them intimately, in a way that those closest to them probably don't see.
See to why.
People always go on about love, but love is so often a farce. Hate? Well, hate is sincere.
Do you worry about the long-term damage that these attacks may eventually do to you?
No, there's too much to worry about in the short term to worry about the long. Besides, professional fighters get hit all the time by other fighters. I only get hit by people, regular people, who don't even know how to hit most of the time.
Do you enjoy it?
What is that? I enjoy it. I don't really have much of a choice. Besides, how many of us actually get to enjoy what we do for a living?
What if I was to say that I thought what you did was wrong? That it's not only dangerous, but that it encourages violence, not only towards yourself, but towards other people in a similar situation, people who may not be as tough as you. What would you say to such a criticism?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Deep down, I'm no different from you or anybody else. We do what we got to do. We all take hits, but we don't sit around bitching about it, we just get on with it.
You invite the hits.
No, other people don't. People complain about their jobs and their lives every day, but they never do anything to change it. At least I know I'm getting hit. Other people, are just ignorant.
From the man who gets punched in the head for a living.
Think what you like about me, but you're no different. I embody the system that we're all a part of. I mean, there's a demand for a service, and I supply it. You want to criticize me, but what exactly are you going to do after we finish talking, eh? Publish your story, make 10 times what you gave me for it, and then go about your life as if you never met me. Same thing goes for the people who read it. I'm only as bad as the system that allows me to exist. No better, no worse.
And how do I know you're not lying?
Well, I'm not.
A moment of profound silence passes. Neither of us speaks, and the atmosphere of the city does its best to fill the uncomfortable void. Sensing that our conversation's come to an end, I pass him 2 £20 notes, the amount I'd agreed to pay him in exchange for his story. What are you going to do with it?
None of your damn business.
I'm not sure of the logic behind it, but the implication compels me to give him more. I give him another 40, which he grabs from me without the slightest hint of gratitude. I attempt to think of something poignant to say, some motivational anecdote that would perhaps spur him to make a change. But I, being the slow thinker that I am, can only come up with a measly gesture. I offer him my hand to shake. But he takes one look at it before turning round and hobbling away. That was the last I saw of him. Of all the things he said, one thing particularly resonated with me. Love is so often a farce. Hate is sincere. He was talking of his customers, but perhaps he was only projecting onto them his own views about himself. Indeed, it isn't a stretch to conclude that a man who invites vicious beatings for a measly living possesses a considerable amount of self-loathing. I wonder what it is that this man could have done to decide to put himself through such an arduous and somewhat idiotic penance. However, these are just my musings. Perhaps I am the idiotic one. Perhaps this man made the whole story up. Indeed, I only saw him being beaten once, and that was by a gang of youths who may have had any reason. It was only then that he told me about his business and offered to let me hit him.
But I don't feel like changing anymore. And I swore today would be the day I lived. And I swore today that I would not give in. And yesterday feels just like a dream. We're demons young and old.
Perhaps he was simply relating to me an Aesop about the people he observes going to and from work every day, with the pointlessness he sees in their lives and their continual living of it, something he equates to masochism. Or perhaps he was just an individual with an imagination looking to make some money. Maybe that was his busk.
The words left on the page can't be erased. And tomorrow's just an entry in my book. Held fast within the pages, think I'll take another look and recount all the ways that I can't win. 'Cause I have not the courage left within. Today we woke up like the day before, but you don't feel like changing anymore. And you swore today would be the day you lived, and you swore today that you would not give in.